Fahrenheit. And while your oven is preheating, we can step 2. Step 2, you need to mix your box mix with the other ingredients. And my recipe calls for 2 large eggs, 1/4 cup of water, and 1/2 cup of oil. And just a teensy weensy bit of cinnamon sugar. Okay, a biggie wiggy amount of cinnamon sugar, because a little bit of extra cinnamon sugar never hurt anybody, I think. Now that you've added all these ingredients into your mixing bowl, you're going to need to mix them all together until the mixture is smooth. I wish I had a spell for this. Just have the whisk do it by itself. You know, wouldn't that just be great? Now you may need to add extra water to your mixture too to make sure that it's the right consistency. You need to mix, or if you've got a blender or a couple beaters, Quidditch, get it? No, not that kind of beaters. If you have an electronic device that allows you to mix faster and more consistently than those of us who only have a whisk, you need to beat this or whisk this for about 2 minutes, or until it is smooth like that. Ooh. Now that our mixture is all mixed up, we can move on to step number 3. Step number 3, you may pour your mixture into your baking tray. Make sure that you put your liners in here first, or you're going to have a real mess. But fill your cupcake liners about 3/4 of the way full, because they're going to expand over the top of everything, and you don't want to make a big mess, do you? Well, if you do, then good for you. And scoop some of that out. You know, if you fill it too full, you know, that's okay. Just take your spoon, take a glob out, and put it in another one. Okay? That's all right. All right, now that the oven is ready, pop these cupcakes in there for about 23 minutes. Remember, at 350 for about 23 minutes. Then, as they're baking, we can start making our decorations. Woo! Or if you're a wizard, you can magically make these decorations on your own. So start unwrapping your candy. You're going to want to flatten these down and then roll them into a ball. So once you've rolled your candy into the appropriate Quidditch equipment, then you can start making your broomstick. For the Forbidden Forest cupcake, we're making spider webs, and you're just going to do the same thing with the white white chocolate melts as you did with the tan candy melts. You're just going to put it in the microwave for 30-second intervals until it's squishy and looks like this, and you will be able to pipe them out of your Ziploc baggies just by snipping the tip and drawing your decorations on your wax paper. Now, I made my, I don't know if you can see them, I made these bludgers out of our Tootsie Roll that I cut in half and rolled up into 2 little round shapes. I made the golden snitch by cutting 3 triangles out of a yellow Laffy Taffy or yellow Airhead, and I rolled one of the triangles up into a ball and attached the other 2 triangles onto the ball like so. And this is our golden snitch. Now I can't show you the quaffle because it's setting right now, but my red Airhead was supposed to be red. It ended up being green. Okay, it's watermelon flavored, so I thought it would be red or pink, but I ended up using red candy melts because I had some left over. You can just use an actual red Laffy Taffy or Airhead for your quaffle. Just cut it into a square, roll it up, and make sure that this decoration is bigger than the bludgers and the golden snitch. So now on to the broomsticks. Our tan candy melts after they've melted, and we're going to snip the tip of this plastic baggie, okay? okay? Just a little tip. And then we are going to draw on the bottom of the pretzel stick, and you're going to do this outward motion. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your white candy melts that have all melted out of the microwave, just like we did the tan ones, snip the tip and make it very, very, snip that off with your scissors, and you are going to draw spider webs. Like this. Make sure you give them time to set. If you put them in your refrigerator, it'll take maybe 20 minutes. And once those are all done, just take a sharp knife and gently remove them from your wax paper. You can set them on top of your cupcakes as soon as they come out of the oven. All right, time for the final step. Now that our cupcakes have come out of the oven and they've had plenty of time to cool, we can start the decorating phase where we are going to take our icing and we are going to ice the top of our cupcakes. Now, I've made another change. I know, she's so inconsistent. Oh my gosh, when can she get it right? Well, give me a break. This is my first video, and I'm naturally an indecisive person. So, to make our spider web stand out on our Forbidden Forest cupcakes, I've decided that instead of using a white icing with a white spider web, I would rather use a chocolate icing. But I didn't have any chocolate icing, so I'm going to use Nutella or this chocolate hazelnut spread for my Forbidden Forest cupcake. Now, I'm not one to make the icing look really nice, so if you have a method for making your cupcakes icing look really nice and, you know, professional and not crappy like I am right now, go ahead and do that. I'm going to be the one eating it, so I don't care what it looks like. A nice glob of this icing, this hazelnut spread, this Nutella spread, and put it right in the middle like we did the white icing on our Quidditch cupcake. Now that we've iced our cupcakes, we can move on in the decorating phase. So as you can see, we have our lovely, let me see if I can get this quaffle off of here. Now, it's not perfect by any means, but I worked with what I had. So, you know, if you do end up finding a red Laffy Taffy or a red Airhead, that would be preferable for this decoration. So, get your Quidditch cupcake ready of white icing and just put it on the bottom of your decoration, just a little bit, like that, and stick it wherever you want on your cupcake. I like it right there. Oh, look at that. There we go. The broomsticks, you like just wiggle them a little bit and they'll come off. I don't know what will happen with the spider web, so I'm just going to use the knife method. So take your broomstick and add a little bit of icing on there, just a little bit, just in case it wants to move or gravity decides to work its magic. Ha! Work its magic. I know. I just can't get enough of these puns. I'm sorry, guys. Put a little icing on there in case gravity decides to move your little decoration and set it on your cupcake. I think I'm going to do that. That's a cool idea. Take your bludger and your other lovely little decorations, put icing on the back of them so that they don't move too much. Decorate them wherever you want to put them. And then finally, the best one, the golden snitch. 150 points if you snatch it right out of the air. Yeah, I'm a nerd, so what? I always wanted to play Quidditch. When I was really little and I first started reading the Harry Potter series, I wished that Quidditch actually existed. Okay, here is our finished product for our Quidditch cupcake. Oh, that's so cute. I'm sorry that the broomsticks aren't perfect and the quaffle looks like a giant red turd. But again, I'm by no means an expert and I think it looks pretty darn cool. I've done there. Okay, so now that our Quidditch cupcake is done, let's move on to decorating the Forbidden Forest cupcake. In addition to the spider webs, I've decided to use bug sprinkles, bloody bone sprinkles, and these creepy googly eyes. I don't know if I'll have room for all of them, but I'm gonna try. So let's remove our spider webs. You're most likely going to need a sharp knife to wedge gently underneath them and wiggle it until they come off. Or if you like being risky and laugh in the face of danger, you can gently peel the wax paper from underneath it, like so, like I'm doing here, and gently pop those off. That actually worked better than I thought. Okay. You know, I think we just might do that. Look at that. Bam. Nailed it. Okay. So that ended up working better than I thought. And what I'm going to do is finally decorate my adorable little spider web. So I'm taking the black icing to make one big spider in the center of my spider web by making a dot, a little circle with the icing, and then doing 8 legs sticking out. Because spiders have 8 legs, people. All the way around until you have 8 legs on your spider, and you're content with the way that your spider looks. And then you want to do a tiny little dot on top of your circle, like towards the bottom. I put it right here. That's why there's an open space where there's no legs there. See right there? So I put a little dot of our black icing on the edge of that circle. Nutella. Put a little dot of icing on the end of that circle, and I'm using these giant googly eyes, and I'm going to put them where that dot of icing is. Now, this is supposed to be comical, so he's going to look kind of cartoonish. Like his eyes are bigger than his stomach. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was bad. But yeah, there's our little spider. Pop quiz, if you can name the creature that Hagrid keeps, the giant spider, post it in the comments and you get an imaginary cupcake. So now for the fun part. I'm going to take these little bug sprinkles and I'm going to put a tiny bit of our black icing, a teeny tiny bit, on them, placing them on our spider web. I'm going to stick a couple bloody bones on there too. Because, you know, the giant spiders, they like to eat people too. And that's okay. That's totally not okay. But in the book it is. Then we should be good. Ah! I guess he wanted to jump in the mud. Should be good to go. There we are. And here's our lovely finished product for our Forbidden Forest cupcake. There we go. Now, these are absolutely adorable. I'm so happy with how they came out. If you guys actually make these decorations or make these cupcakes, please say so, you know, post a video response or send me some pictures. Really love to see them and it'd make my day. All right, I hope you guys enjoy them. You know what? I think we're gonna eat this one. Let's see how it tastes.